Motion to approve the minutes. We have a motion.
So moved.
So moved by Commissioner Ponce. Do we have a second?
Second that.
Seconded by Commissioner Fair, and I'm yes, and this motion carries unanimously. And these minutes will be posted on the Commission's website. There's one project on the agenda for today's meeting, staff to the commission will present the project on the agenda and state their recommendation. Following the staff presentation, the committee will have the opportunity to ask questions of the staff. The applicant may then make a statement. Following the applicant's statements, members of the public may make their statements. I'd like to ask anyone other than the applicant wishing to make a statement. Okay, sorry. On the item on the agenda, to complete a public comment card and give the card to the member of the staff. Comment cards are available at the door. As a courtesy to the individuals wishing to offer comments, we ask that members of the general public limit their statements to 3 minutes or less. When the time for the public comments on the agenda item comes, I will call the names of the from the cards and ask that you make a statement. Please state your name and the interest of the organization and company, if any, that you represent. And our first project and only project is 435 North Michigan in the 42nd Ward, Alderman Riley Ward, and the Tribune Tower building. It is the proposed replacement of a standing seam metal mansard roof with new PVC roof at the south elevation. Taylor has the presentation. Thank you today.
Working through some technical difficulties.
It should be one. The subject property is Tribune Tower, built in 1925 as the headquarters of the Chicago Tribune. The 36-story Gothic skyscraper is located on North Michigan Ave, with East Illinois to the north, Bacon site to the east, and Pioneer Court to the south. This proposal is for the replacement of the existing metal mansard roof located on the 21st and 22nd stories at the south elevation, which would address a significant issue with water infiltration. The roof proposed to be replaced faces the open plaza at 401 North Michigan to the south. This is the original lead-coated copper roof with standing seams that was installed at the time of construction and is nearly 100 years old. The mansard roof has two sections, a higher section with a lower slope and a larger section below with a steeper slope, pictured at top right. A gabled roof dormer containing a window with a decorative face, eaves, and finial is located in the center of the mansard, with another smaller window above, pictured at bottom right. The building was converted from commercial to residential use beginning in 2018, during which extensive repairs were made to this roof to stop the water infiltration. These included patching with new metal, soldering, caulking, new clips throughout the roof, and other repairs. These repairs ultimately were not successful in stopping the water leaks, and after an analysis by WJE, it was determined that a complete replacement is the only way to permanently seal the roof. The existing roof is proposed to be replaced with a PVC system that will provide a continuous membrane to permanently stop the water infiltration, but is capable of imitating the standing seams of a metal roof. In the existing plan at left, the gray shaded area indicates the roofing to be replaced. On the upper portion of the existing roof, the seams alternate between flat standing seams with a narrow profile and wider seams containing a batten, as shown in the photo above. On the lower roof, all of the existing seams are wider battened seams. This configuration and the seam spacing will be replicated using the new PVC system, as well as the dimensions of the fascia at the joint between the upper and lower roof surfaces. In the existing south elevation, again, the gray indicates the areas of roofing to be replaced. The windows and the decorative face, eaves, and finial of the dormer will remain in place. This existing photo and proposed rendering also show the roofing to be replaced and the decorative elements to be retained. The team intends to keep the decorative portion of the dormer roof in place during construction and slide the new roofing underneath it to avoid the need to remove it. However, when work starts, if unforeseen conditions require it to be removed, historic preservation staff should be notified first, and removal and reinstallation should be done carefully to minimize any damage. These details show the comparison between the existing and proposed seams of both the standing and batten type. Because of the height of the roof above grade, the shape and dimensions are difficult to see, but the shadows are visible. The proposed standing seam protrudes the same dimension from the roof as the existing, and the pointed profile will ensure it has the same proportion of light and shadow. The dimensions of the new batten seam are also close to the existing and will appear very similar from street level. The leaded copper material is used throughout the building exterior for roofs, cladding, and spandrel panels. The color and texture of the metal varies depending on the angle of installation. More horizontal surfaces, like the upper part of the mansard roof, that have the most exposure to rain, are the most oxidized and appear the lightest, as can be seen in the photo in top left. The vertical spandrel panels are less weathered and appear much darker, as in the photo to the right. The color of the proposed PVC material in lead gray, which we have a sample of here, is similar to the darker, less oxidized metal. Although it will not be able to replicate the same variation in streaking due to oxidization, it will not stand out as significantly different from the rest of the metal visible from the street below. Because the seam dimensions and patterns can be closely replicated and the color will be very similar, staff recommends the proposed roofing system is an appropriate solution to the water infiltration problem and will prevent further damage, ensuring the longevity of the building. Staff therefore recommends approval of the proposal with the following conditions. First, the project is shown on the drawings and exhibits dated 10/25/23 is approved. The historic decorative dormer face, eaves, and finial shall be retained in place and protected during construction. If during construction it becomes necessary for these elements to be removed, historic preservation staff shall be notified for review and approval prior to any removal proceeding. And removal shall be done carefully with minimal disassembly, and pieces shall be stored in a safe location. All pieces shall be documented and cataloged for reassembly. Any damage should be repaired with like materials, and upon completion, they shall be reinstalled in the same location and configuration. And second, as proposed, the new PVC roofing by Sika in color lead gray is approved. Alderman Riley has reviewed the proposal and has no comments or objection. Representatives of Golub are here and available to answer your questions.
Excellent. Thanks so much, Tyler. Any questions for Tyler, commissioners? We're here from the applicant. We're here from the applicant.
Are those the samples?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, over there. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Would you like to take a look?
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Sure, we can take a look.
Can we hear, let's hear from the property owner.
Actually, I would defer to our architect. Because,
Mr. Hubbard.
I mean, the issue here, just from the ownership standpoint, is the unit that this roof basically abuts has been out of commission for over a year. Tyler toured it with us.
Yeah.
I mean, these people are very, very upset with us because the water leak, it took us a long time to figure out where it is. And we decided that replacing is the best insurance that we can have for the future not happening again. Because there was work done, some work done during the renovation, which Danny is here as well, our architect with SCB. And so really, this is like the last straw. We really need to do this because these people have been not living in this unit. They've got a lot of money for this unit and it's been uninhabitable for over a year. Not a good situation. Anything else you guys want to add?
Well, we've worked with Golub and WJ, we look at these details. We find them to be consistent with the original architectural detail. It appears the material will appear as though for new lead, so I think it's an appropriate design solution for this.
Okay. Any questions?
Just a question about the Sika product. Any concerns about fading and color fastness of that?
No, actually, it will, has a history of holding up fairly well. There's a 20 warranty. We've seen them last 30 years. And with the slope, it will actually sort of self-wash itself. You know,
Okay, great. I guess I have one question, just curiosity. One was around the color of it and if that had any, because it seems like there's more of a bronze look on some of the panels, but that looks very gray and I'm just curious about that. And then also, it's just a roofing material. Can anything go over it or did you guys investigate that?
So I think the color variation is a bit of dirt pickup and then wear. And I think there is
More gray tones?
yes, I think there's a combination of copper and lead coated copper based on this difference. I'm sorry, can you repeat your second?
Well, so it's like a PVC roof product, right?
It
And
is.
it's just molded. Could a different material be placed over that or have a roof that just gets too thick? I'm just curious about that, if that was looked at.
No, it's a good question. We considered that,
Yeah.
a roof below a roof sort of approach.
Right.
But what we couldn't get around was that to get that, put a sheet metal roof on top of a membrane, there'd be a lot of mechanical fasteners penetrating the membrane, including this water proofing ability.
The product is just heat, hot air applied. What, is there any prep that you've got to do to that existing surface to get some good adhesion there?
Right now, we're planning on overlaying it, putting additional substrate boards on top of what we believe will be a wood deck. So we believe the structure is concrete with a nail on top of it. Use substrate board over that, and then we'll get the membrane to that surface.
Got it. Yeah, I'm seeing section now. So it's, you're really building up that same detail, and then.
Right, right.
Essentially, you're finding the bond.
Right, we'll focus on installing the membrane first and getting it watertight and
Yeah.
decorative partners.
Only other question I had, I don't think it's part of the scope, but I saw the window that's above the door. That one looks like it looked to be kind of newer, I'm assuming. Just throwing out the question if we find that this isn't something that we're able to achieve or isn't a successful approach, would there be a need to touch that window there? I don't know if that's, being impacted at all by the leaks that are being experienced there, but.
I probably should have clarified, these windows have already been replaced.
It looked
Yeah,
pretty.
yeah. But they're just as part of the work, they'll be replaced or they'll be removed so that, and correct me if I'm wrong, but so that for access and then when it's complete, they'll be reinstalled. So the same windows, yeah.
Correct.
That's
Yes.
right.
I just wanted to add, this profile repeats on the north side, and I don't think that there's any issue to our
There is
knowledge at
not,
this
that
time.
We know of.
But I would like you to consider that if it does become an issue at some point in the future, we can approve it at staff level following the same procedures.
Absolutely. That makes sense.
Good point.
Good, makes sense.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, with that, any more points, discussion, comments? Seeing none, I'd like to, request a motion to adopt the staff recommendation, and then we can add the point about the other becomes an issue that it can be approved at staff level.
So moved.
Second. Commissioner Fair, second by, Commissioner Ponce, and I'm a yes as well, and the motion carries unanimously. Congratulations, and good luck to the unit.
Oh, now we have to do the hard part. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very
Thank
much.
I'm sweating just looking at the pictures.
Thank you.
There being no further business, like to request a motion to adjourn. Second. Commissioner Ponce, all in favor, yes, aye. And thank you all. Meeting's adjourned.
Thank you.
Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Bye.
Tyler, thanks,
Tyler.
We'll be in touch. Thank you very much.
That's a phone. Most important, door number.
Yeah, I know.